Hello, friends, fans, and dairy products of all ages. This is Cheese of Ages, and this is actually primarily, as it says in the title, a video letter to Turbine, whatever industries, entertainment, whatever Turbine calls themselves. The makers of several MMOs, including the one I'm mainly here to talk about, Lord of the Rings Online. Now, I love Turbine's projects. They pretty much founded the modern MMO formula, even though people give credit to WoW for it. It was a Turbine game that came out with the formula that is currently predominant first. A little bit before, WoW just took it and polished it, and to this day continues to steal crap from other MMOs to make WoW better. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm not here to praise Turbine, despite the fact that they always make solid quality MMOs, generally speaking. I'm here to complain about certain changes made with the Helm's Deep expansion to my class in particular. I pretty much have only played the captain, so I can't really comment on changes made to the other classes, beneficial or not. You'd have to talk to other people about that, because I've played a captain all the way from level 1 years ago, back near launch, all the way to date, on and off. I have a lifetime subscription, so I can't really complain. I technically got Helm's Deep for free because of the monthly Turbine Point award, and I just bought it in the Lotro store. But I'm still going to complain, because buy it or not, it affects my class in a way that I am not enjoying. Now, I do like a lot of the changes that the captain did. The specializations give him a whole bunch of new tricks that make it where he can do what I want him to do more fluidly. And he's got little things, depending on his specialization, that makes his powers work in different combinations. Different specialties use different powers in similar ways, but for different effects. Combinations of different techniques depending on your specialization. I like that. And each one has a capstone ability of varying usefulness. And I enjoy that. I also enjoy the fact that, there's an additional use of battle ready, rather than just activating a more powerful move and then going into a next step of the combo that activates, and etc., etc. I like that there's this, you throw in another type of strike to generate a boost that hits the party. I like that little extra stuff you can do with Battle Readied. Unfortunately, that little extra something, that tactics buff that has been tacked to Sure Strike in the case of my build, the Master of War, has come at a price that I do not like in the least. And I'm going to cover the changes that I do not like to the captain henceforth. 1. I don't like that I no longer have any spot buffs. Spot buffs being, oh look, a person, I buff you. I can't just point to somebody and give them a boost. Not only that, they took away my variety of boosts, because tactics is now tacked to a Sure Strike when you are in a battle-readied condition. You can only do it in combat to party members, and you can only do one type, when previously it was a spot buff you could do to anybody, and you had 3 different ones that you could build to specialize in. You could either boost combat ability, parrying ability, or mana regeneration. And I loved the fact that I could just walk down the streets of Bree, or what other major town, and just oh look, a lore master, he's going to want more mana regeneration, so here's the power boost thing that will give you more mana, power, as it's called in this game. It's oh, there's a hunter, he's DPS, he's going to want this crit boost. Oh, there's that tank, he seems like he's kitted out for doing damage, I'll give him that. And that one over there seems like he's kitted out where you want some parry, so there you go, parry boost. No, now I can't go around giving people little boosts. I can't leisure around Bree giving like lower level players little helping hands, being nice to people and being friendly. I would sometimes spend like an hour or more just wandering around low level areas like, there you go guy, how you doing? I'm Akenvaland of Rohan and I am here to help you out, man. I can't just go down to other areas or wander around towns, give buffs and like heal people thanking me. I can't do that anymore. What is it with MMOs I play and taking away spot buffs? That's the main thing. That's the thing I liked the most about the captain and the shaman, back in the day. That it had spot buffs, and now the captain doesn't have spot buffs anymore. I don't like it. I'm okay with there being something that is specialization exclusive that you do with a sure strike while in a battle-ready state. I like that that's deeper. That battle-ready has more functions, more strategies to maintain and stuff like that. I enjoy that, but why did it have to come at the cost of my ability to spot buff? I want that spot buff. Give me it back. I had loved that. Also, another thing I have to complain about is they've reworked standards. Standards being something, and previously it was something you wore in an item slot, and you could press a button and deploy it. There was 3 types. One that boosted a physical capability, basically damage, another one that boosted the party's health, and another one that boosted the party's mana regeneration, power regeneration. So it was attacking, healing, and power regeneration. Mostly people stuck to one or the other because, depending on the party composition and thing, you could tailor fit. And then there was you could either do that or call a follower, a herald, that would carry it and would have a slightly lower boost than the banner could have periodically. And to balance that out was an extra body there that you could use to help you tank, or like tank for you, or you could use your shield brother with if you were soloing. There was aspects to it. And my trait line formerly capstoned in the ability to use a special standard that made that minion a lot stronger, but now that standard's kind of rendered moot because all it does is grant armor bonuses. And when you're grouping, your minion's never going to freaking take hits. It's moot. Now there's no point in wielding any... what was formerly a capstone signature thing of my build is totally moot and nearly pointless unless you're soloing. Worst still is that they've taken away the ability to deploy these 3 types of standard and put it solely in your minion now. So your minion's wandering around and can be like randomly just pot-shotted and killed if he aggroes something accidentally. And you lose the boost. You don't have the option to travel around with a standard that you plant. Taking away that thematic feel of planting that standard and custom tweaking the standard you have available. They've made that into a class ability that is only available at higher levels, which I do not... I enjoy the ability, but I don't like the fact that it's taken away one of the other ones that was a key linchpin of the class. In my opinion, it should have been like a special ability that overrode the banner that you have in play. Like, if you use this, your other banner is subsumed, kind of into it. That would have been something I could flavor-wise go with. But that... my main complaint about how banners have done, besides the fact that you can't deploy the banner you're wearing anymore, it's just something that gives your captain boosts. It goes from something that was to boost the group into something that is to boost the party. To boost the group, you summon a minion, which carries a standard but is not affected by the standard you're carrying, because that standard is now just a boost to you. instead of a boost to the group. Now, again, this would be fine, but the current abilities of the class items don't match the function that they were intended for anymore. They are now solely boosts to the captain, and in some cases they don't boost his ability to do the thing the banner is associated with. I mean, sure, the attack banner boosts his capability to deal damage by like 2% and boost his critical chances up a little bit, but it does. If he's going to go do damage, he straps that on. That's okay. That's 2% increase over the combat capabilities of the other banners. The issue comes with the morale banner, which is the healing banner, which has gone from an item that you used when you wanted to give the party extra health or heal them more, giving them an ongoing heal effect, to an item that is the worst item to use for the job of healing people. And that's just silly. Why am I toting around a banner that represents health? And it's the bad thing to be wielding if I'm trying to do that. Why is this not boosting my capability to heal people? All it's doing is giving me one small hit extra health. Over the power banner, which somewhat does its job because it boosts my capability to do more things because it gives me a morale and a power boost. It gives me enough power at the current tier I have. It gives me the ability to do one extra move. That is a big cost move. I can do one massive heal extra. I can do one big attack extra than I would be able to normally. So why the banner that represents making the party better at using techniques actually somewhat does its job because it gives you the ability to do your moves more, which your moves help people. But why is it also the best thing for the job for healing people? Because the healing banner in no way boosts your ability to heal or be healed. It's instead just a boost to your health. It goes completely against what the banner is supposed to be. I mean, the standard's supposed to be. Here's a heal boost for one person. This representation, this item that by definition, this battle standard, and a battle standard's entire purpose is to motivate the team, and this is a particular variety that is all about morale, which is the health in the game, is the worst for the job that the item itself by definition is supposed to be for. What the hell? Fix at least that. Change that banner if it's going to be a boost to only the captain, and having that is only going to affect your captain. Make it where instead of giving morale, it gives a boost to incoming and outgoing healing. Meaning, if healing happens, you get healed more, and if you do healing, you heal them more. Do that! Actually have the standard do what it represents. This is another example of me being a guy that nitpicks game design elements, especially when they clash with role-playing, lore, or fluff elements of what they're intended to do. If a game mechanic is supposed to represent something, actually have the mechanics of the game mechanic represent that. If it is representing something else, make the thing something else. If it is not doing the thing it represents, it's not designed properly. How is this hard to get through your head, game makers? I'm not burning Turbine intentionally with that statement. My main target is just the game industry in general. There's just so many occasions of people not designing things mechanically to represent what the thing is supposed to represent. You can see some of my previous videos to see complaints about that. I complained about it in like Digimon World, and for some reason a lot of people complained about me complaining about that, even though I was completely right in every conceivable way. I complain about it frequently at D&D Next because that freaking game design's constantly not representing things properly, and is going mechanics over representation. It's game mechanics. They're designed to represent aspects of the game. Why is a banner a battle standard whose entire thing is supposed to be about boosting morale, as far as its use in like actual real life goes? It's an item that is supposed to be to help coordinate and boost morale. Why is the one that represents, that bears the symbol of morale, of health, not good for that? Why is it pretty much the exact opposite of what it's supposed to be doing? It boosts the guy that is carrying it, and not the people he's supposed to be affecting. Banners aren't boosting the wielder, therefore the dudes that see it. If this is going to be something that doesn't do what a standard does, make it something else. Or make it do what a standard does. Help others. It's not a big a problem with the damage one, because you're helping deal damage by dealing damage, and it doesn't bother me as much with the power one, because, you know, you're helping people do their jobs more by having more mana to boost them with. It's fine. It's tolerable, I mean, with those. But why is the flag representing health not helping people at all? Why is it making the job associated with morale? Why is it the inferior option for doing the role associated with it? It's kinda strange. I mean, hell, it's not even all that great for tanking, which some people argue that it's more for tanking than healing. Because that one extra hit you can take is subsumed by the fact that the power banner can... you can use a healing technique one more time. It's just weird. It doesn't really work. But anyway, ranting aside, I really want spot buffs to come back, both in this game and in WoW, and I want spot buffs to exist in any MMO. It's just, why not? I mean, I know it's kind of like hard to balance. Some like 85th level player just walks into the starting zone. Here, your crit rate has tripled. But still, it's a MMO. Why are you changing the dynamic that encourages friendly interaction between people into something that prevents friendly interaction between groups? But game balance, yes, I will admit. But I liked spot heals for the fact that I could just pass them around and be friendly. I mean, what harm was it? Give me my spot buffs back. And also fix the standards. You know, if you're going to keep them how they are, it's fine to keep them how they are, but tweak them a little bit to where they have a little bit more of a outward effect to them, at least in the regards of the morale one. Fix it where it does a boost to incoming and outgoing healing, like I've said before and just said again. It makes it feel more morale banner-ish. You know, right now, at least to me, it feels a little bit too counterintuitive to what the item is supposed to be. As I've said multiple times, banner supposed to motivate people, not the person carrying it, really, perchance. It's more about the other people, you know. And if I'm going to carry something that's my banner, it's supposed to represent what I'm doing. It's supposed to represent me, you know, what I'm going for, even if it's not going to affect other people. I raise the damage flag. I represent damage. You know, I raise the power flag. I represent using techniques a lot. I raise the health flag. I represent health. No, wait, I don't, because it only boosts me, and it has no actual effect on me as a healer. I don't represent health. I represent durability. You know, that's just freaking weird. It doesn't flow quite right. It doesn't mesh, in my opinion. If you agree, feel free to like, comment, maybe subscribe. But mainly, this was a video letter to Turbine to voice my complaints about the changes and my feedback. Also, I could complain about the quests in the game being no sense of scale and importance, but that's a common MMO thing that I could complain about with any MMO. I mean, I'm like a level 70 captain. I've slain like 2 krakens that count as elder evils, which are the same classification as like ring wraiths. I've slayed like reborn abominations from the past that are like weaker ring wraiths. I've slain more undead wights than I can count. Witch doctors raising armies of like twisted abominations. I've slain countless numbers of those. I've saved freaking Middle Earth like more times than I can count on my hands. Yet the past 10 quests I've done in the area I'm going through right now have been menial farm work. I encounter a situation where a little boy has apparently been kidnapped, and they send me off to talk to a person. I spend the next 5 quests doing menial work. You know, it's like, here, do these 3 quests so I know I can trust you and capable. Okay, I know. It's like, okay then, you need to go talk to this guy. Okay, fine, let's go save that little boy. First quest I get when I talk to that guy they sent me to, and trying to progress the story, is go get meat from baby slugs. And I walk to the left, grab a quest from that guy that's right next to him, collect mud balls. I'm tired of farming, collecting balls of mud, and killing baby slugs to feed people. I am a level 70 captain that slays abominations. I don't gather balls of mud. I don't freaking gather carrots. I don't freaking do your farming for you or serve as a security guard for an auction. I freaking fight elder abominations with writhing tentacles that live in a pit of poisonous waters so virulent it will kill you in moments if you fall into it, while precariously positioned on fallen pillars. I fight abominations. Do your own darn farming. Patch your own adobe roof. Give me plot lines. I should be fighting the forces of Saruman, not freaking tending cows. What the hell, man? Give me some crap to do. I mean, sure, being the security guard at the auction led to a cameo from Saruman, but I mean, seriously, I stood there while he got away with what he was wanting to do. I mean, I wasn't going to exactly attack Saruman. It's Saruman, for God's sake. But still, why am I so freaking high level, saving the world countless times, and I'm treated like a level 1 character? Story progression, people. Story progression. Where's the epic quest line? I can't find it. This is Cheese of Ages, also known as Captain Akenvaland, also known as the guy that complains about game design too much. Signing off.